The escape action is when a DM or a player can run away from combat and not have to metagame. So, let's say I want to use the escape action. That means I get the benefits of the dash action, the dodge action, and disengage. But the problem is, I can't attack.
The concept is I can use an action to escape the combat, which may trigger a chase scene, but we'll get to that.
So mechanically speaking, you're encouraged to run away as fast as you can in the other direction.
Why is this a valuable thing? It levels out the playing field. In combat, the odds are player is going to only use the attack action. You have dash to double your speed. You have disengage to avoid an attack of opportunity. You have the dodge action, which is a rare one to be used. That way people have disadvantage on attacking you. Players will determine what they can or cannot do, whether they should or shouldn't do, solely based on what the controls of the game are. The point of the escape action is to be there on that list and say, here's an out. A player might not want to jump in with a conversation in the middle of the combat because the rule says, oh, you can only say like 6 words. You can break combat for a turn and have a quick, back and forth of dialogue. Player won't think about that. Hand them a piece of paper and tell them that you could jump up and go, ho, wait. This is getting out of hand. Let's talk. Monster speaks back, going, what is there to talk about? You started this fight. Good point. 10 points for Slytherin. Maybe we can make a trade. A trade? Is this a trick? A little charisma check. One, players should be able to pause, talk above the table and be like, hey, are we running away right now? Is that the thing we're doing? Yeah, that's the thing we're doing. Cool. I'm gonna run away. Attack of opportunity, you're dead. Didn't work. Here's a way for you to get out of the initiative. Escape action grants you the benefits of disengage, dodge, and dash. You get all 3 of these in one, but you can no longer use the attack action for spellcasters. I've gone back and forth about this, whether they can cast a spell or not. I think they can. Why? Because they have spell slots and swords don't. That's my stance.
Sure, you can run into a chase scene, but then you got something dynamic, something new, rather than just fighting the whole time or waiting for the DM to say, no, you're not supposed to finish this fight. You'll fight them another day.
Yeah, that's the escape action. It can roll into a chase, run as a skill challenge. You have to get 3 successes before you get 3 failures. If you succeed all 3, you escape. You ever have a moment when the bad guy shows up before the big finale? They talk smack, start a little fight, and then they bounce. Let's say the DM goes, they're going to take the escape action and get the hell out of there. Your players at that point might want to start a chase scene to go after them. All right, guys, 3 successes before 3 failures. As they escape, they cast invisibility. Now you're rolling at disadvantage. It's up to you. You've made it an even playing field between you and the players. I love in concept Matt Colville's villain actions. In practice, I'm not a big fan of them. Secret sauces that the DM is allowed to use, which is totally cool. Totally fair. Look, I don't even roll damage. If it feels like I'm cheating because I'm making stuff up like, oh, I get to do 3 actions because I'm the villain. You can't catch me because I'm the villain. This isn't the big fight. You can't kill me yet. Like, it just doesn't feel right. But when you drop the escape action as something that everyone at this table can use, including monsters and villains and NPCs, it's pretty good. It kind of fixes that big problem of revealing your villain early, because they escape. If you think this is dumb, let me know in the comments by giving me a thumbs up.
And I think one of my biggest hiccups when thinking about the escape action, even if you disagree, we could do a handful of things in combat, but we're never encouraged to do so. Even though the escape action is a great idea to balance out the playing field that, hey, the players can take an action to get out of the fight. Hey, the DM can take an action to get out of the fight. No metagaming. The problem I feel is that it's too easy to just run combat that expects the attack action. None of it expects the use of the hide, the dash, the disengage. Make a bigger field. Make a swarm of enemies. Sure, they can be easy to hit, but they gotta deal damage, making you wanna get out of there. Make it tight quarters. I know this video is about, hey, I have this action idea, the escape action. But honestly, it just brings up in me the dislike of laziness that can go into DMing an encounter. I don't know. I wanted to try this a little bit differently. Tell me what you think down below, and have a wonderful day. See ya.
Great. That's all the videos I got.